Welcome back. This is going to be part 2 of cutting down trees for my next cabin build. And I'm going to cut down a couple of them today. So as you can see, it's super icy out here. It's a skating rink. The whole driveway has been melting. And the road where I plowed is like this. It's just impossible to drive on now with it being all ice. I've had temperatures up in the mid 40s for the last week. It's just a slow melt, real slow melt, and it created an ice rink. So today though, I thought I would go up. I got a couple more trees to cut down. One of my viewers pointed me out to what style cabin he thought I was doing, and he nailed it. I went and looked up the Appalachian dovetail cabins, and that's exactly what I'm going to build. That's right along lines with it. So I'll show you how I cut down a tree. One of the things you'll see in this video is that some of the trees, I didn't cut the notches deep enough, and I'll notate that in there because they want you to cut the notches at least 1/3 of the tree, and it'll help it fall correctly. I had one tree you'll see in here that actually almost took me out. It's a very big tree. It's actually right behind me here, and I had it set up to, I'm standing in front of it, I had it set up for me to fall it to the right. I had 5 wedges in it, and I had cut clear through it, and with all the limbs that were on it, it was perfectly balanced. It didn't want to fall any direction. So I had one right here, and that was a mistake to take this one out, because when I started knocking it, I went to pull it out, I heard crack, crack, crack. So I took a few steps back. I think you'll see me in the video doing that. And the tree started falling towards me. So I turned around and I made a beeline towards the camera because the camera was right in line for it. And I was going to grab the camera. I looked back and it was just too tilted. I had to, make another angled run and get away from it. So I did that. It fell. It didn't hit the camera. The camera actually ended up between limbs from the tree falling there. And we're talking the camera was just a matter of 3 feet from the base. And the base is huge on this thing. Anyhow, that's going to be in here. Luckily, I didn't get hurt. And that's really the only time I've had a fail. So it's a huge fail. So we'll mark it as a fail. Anyways, I thought I deleted the footage, but I found it. So I'll show it to you. What I'm talking about on the road here. I had to try to find a good safe way to get through here because I got right by the tractor, solid ice. Here, I gotta go to the right. That'd be best. All right. So you can see the road here that I've cleared is icy. And I cleared it down this direction part way too. Yeah, solid ice. There's water on top because it's melting still. So I have a better, hopefully, control of the angle. Uphill, so I go ahead and Okay, so this is one of the trees I'm going to cut down today. It's a small one. It's most of the weight's on this side, which is good. I want to fall it over this way towards another tree I fell a few weeks ago. From what I learned was you want to cut 1/3 of the tree, you want to cut a notch out, and then you want to do a plunge cut, run that back and leave a little tag end. Run your wedges in on each side towards the back of it so that it's pushing the tree the direction you want it to go. And in theory, it should fall in the direction you want it to go. The other thing I do is there's a line right here. Hope you can hear me, but I use that to line up where I'm going to put it. All right, next project is to come up to here. I like to start like this, and about 1 inch above the base of this is where I want to be. So we stopped right about here. So we just got maybe a good, in the deepest spot, maybe 2 inches of tag there. So I'm gonna go ahead and wedge it on both sides. Then I'm gonna finish the cut and it'll fall. Go. So I'm attempting to cut down to the joint here, knock this wedge out. This is the angle I went through right here. So it's a 28-inch bar. Bark stops right there, and I just made it through the bark on the other side. So the bark's about 1 inch thick on each side, so 26 inches. This is the tree that we're going to take down. It's a biggie.